In round 6 of the Malaya Environmental Systems Offaly Senior Hurling Championship, it was Kilcormac Killoughey facing off against Shinrone, which was essentially a playoff game for a quarter-final. The magic number seems to be 7 points to qualify for the knockout stage in the Senior Hurling Championship. Both sides locked on 5 after an indifferent start so far, and it was Shinrone who was started better. Adrian Cleary started to move out of defence. He got back on the end of a pass and fired over a beautiful score from the middle of the field to give Shinrone a good start. Shinrone continued to capitalise on that early start, and a high ball wasn't dealt with in the square, and JP Cleary got the ball and squirmed it underneath goalkeeper Conor Slevin for the game's opening goal. Shinrone playing with a lot of confidence. Dan Dohan coming out of the half-back line found Jason Sampson at the middle of the field. Sampson done enough to get his strike away and continue Shinrone's impressive start as they look to build on that early lead. Shinrone continued to hurl well in this first 10 minutes, and Sean Cleary, one of their danger men inside, he got a ball, eventually came back onto his left hand side, got enough space, and off the hurl fired over a beautiful score for Shinrone to continue their early lead. Kilcormac Killoughey, however, very slow to get into the match early doors, but they've been working their way back. But this time, as they try to get forward, it was Del Markham who intercepted that puck out there, nipped through from midfield and got another good score for Shinrone. Kilcormac Killoughey would soon open their account through Kieran Slevin, their chief marksman, this time from a free just under the standing banner to get their opening score of the game. Shinrone though continued to play the better stuff early doors. This time it was Jason Sampson who turned provider, got it out as far as Adrian Cleary, and Cleary fired over another good score from 45 metres out. Kilcormac Killoughey were still heavily reliant on Kieran Slevin from place balls, and this time Slevin made no doubt once again to give KK a much needed score. KK soon started to respond into the match as Dylan Murray collected that ball around the middle of the field, played it down into the corner, and KK found himself suddenly in space and just looked to get an opening good score coming up to the end of that half. KK were slowly starting to get back into the match, but it was Shinrone who were still playing the better stuff, creating the better chances. This time Dan Dotton with another long range point, a feature of his play in this championship so far, both from play and from place balls, and that was a good score there by Dan Dotton as Shinrone looked to go forward once again. Adrian Cleary still busy around the middle of the field. He got that ball to his midfield partner Del Markham, and Markham once again with great accuracy from the centre of the field, he popped over another brilliant score for Shinrone. Kieran Slevin once again will get a reply for Kilcormac Killoughey. They were slowly starting to get back into this match, but a lot of ground still to make up, and at half time it was Shinrone who went in with the lead. Shinrone 1 goal and 9 points, Kilcormac Killoughey 6. With a big second half to come up for both sides, it was Kilcormac Killoughey who drew first blood as Kieran Slevin landed a difficult free from halfway to get their momentum going in this second half as Shinrone looked to hold on and see off Kilcormac Killoughey. Shinrone though came again, and it was Conor Doohan. This time he turned provider, got it out as far as Derek Markham, and Markham, who had been showing an excellent array of striking, lifted the Shinrone crowd with another fine score. It was Kilcormac Killoughey who came back into it with Jerry Healy, this time turning provider, getting the ball out there as far as Kieran Slevin, and this time Slevin blasting to the back of the Shinrone net to give them some real momentum coming into this game. It was Shinrone who looked to go on the attack once again, but that was a good score work there from Peter Geraghty as he intercepted that puck out from Conor Cleary and really got Kilcormac's tails up. Shinrone, though, to their credit, continued to rally, nip and tuck as Michael Cleary burst out of the fence for Shinrone. He led off a hand pass, and once again Shinrone got another good score, showing a fine array of skills shooting from distance as they look to just keep their noses in front. Kilcormac Killoughey though continued to be patient and worked their way back into the game as Kevin Grogan sent a long ball up the field. It was overturned by Shinrone, but Kilcormac Killoughey nipped back in once again, and this time it was Tommy Geraghty who raced through and fired over off his left hand side. Dan Doohan had another long range free for Shinrone all the way from his own half back line, and another brilliant score by Doohan. A real feature of his play is them long range frees in the last couple of games as Shinrone looked to try and put the game to bed. They had another chance of a free, this time opted to knock it over the bar and just maintain that slender advantage all the time in front of Kilcormac Killoughey. Kilcormac Killoughey though had a good target man in Healing. He didn't win that ball, but he broke it well as far as James Gorman, and Gorman out to the corner off his left hand side got enough space away to get that shot over the bar. The game continued to flow as Kilcormac Killoughey tried to work that ball out. Shinrone were getting under pressure at this stage, and this time Murray comes in with a shot for Kilcormac Killoughey, and it just about creeps over the crossbar of Conor Cleary. Shinrone had another good chance over free from Duhan, and this time Duhan lifted made no mistake once again, just to keep the game ebbing and flowing one way and the other. It was Shinrone who continued to attack, but this time it was too little too late, as Kilcormac just done enough to secure a win and a place in the knockouts. Kilcormac 117, Shinrone 116.